In the city of Qom, located in Iran, soldiers observe from a vantage point as two contractors diligently work to repair underground cables. Tom, operating as a freelance covert operative for the CIA, is tasked with implanting malware into a classified Iranian nuclear research facility. Disguised as a field technician for a Swiss telecommunications company, alongside his partner Oliver, he infiltrates an underground nuclear reactor and installs a device to collect vital intelligence for the CIA. Posing as technicians from an internet service provider, they successfully carry out their mission despite arousing suspicion from the vigilant Iranian guards on duty. Harris uses a football match video on his phone to establish rapport with one of the guards, aiding Tom and Oliver in evading detection upon completion of their operation. In the meantime, the CIA gathered extensive footage of the nuclear reactor facility where the Iranian government was covertly working on nuclear weaponry. While en route to the safe house, Oliver fretted about the possibility of being targeted by Iranian forces if they discovered the truth. Both Tom and Oliver successfully relocated to the secure location. Subsequently, the CIA orchestrated an explosion that swiftly obliterated the entire nuclear reactor facility. Tom Harris stood atop the safe house, witnessing the thick smoke that confirmed the mission's success. The atmosphere in the CIA office was jubilant following the detonation. The Iranian leader inspected the blast site via helicopter. Tom, a committed CIA operative, however, fell short as a husband. He phoned his wife, disclosing a delayed flight. She grew upset at Tom's preference for their teenage daughter and his inability to attend her graduation. Corey, his wife, persistently urged him to finalize their divorce, citing Tom's CIA duties as a barrier to providing his family with the attention and time that they deserved. The following day, Tom bids farewell to Oliver and heads to the airport, anticipating a call from his handler, Roman. An Iranian journalist named Luna Kujai, assisted by her colleague James, gathers crucial evidence suggesting the CIA's involvement in the Qom bomb blast. Luna records herself detailing the facts and shares them with senior official Hans Forsberg, who commends her efforts. Consequently, Iranian authorities, led by Army Colonel Asadi, abduct Luna to extract information. Under threat to her daughter's safety, Luna reveals the explosion plan details. This revelation exposes the CIA operatives who planted the device in disguise to the Iranian government. After successfully completing the mission, Tom is feeling at ease and looks forward to heading back home with optimism. While purchasing gifts for his daughter, he receives a text from Roman inviting him over and briefing him on a new assignment similar to the one in Qom, this time in a different Afghan location. Initially reluctant and desiring more time with his family, Tom is eventually persuaded by Roman. Roman hands him a significant sum of money for his daughter's medical college enrollment. Tom goes on to explain the layout of Herat city, the site of his upcoming mission. In need of a translator for Afghanistan, Tom requests one, and Roman introduces him to Mohammed M.O. Daoud, who had recently returned to Afghanistan from the US. With Roman's assistance, Tom meets M.O. at a remote location, detailing the specifics of their upcoming mission. During the night, M.O. visits his son's grave and grieves. Images of the nuclear attack are shown on TV, suggesting the US and its allies orchestrated the strike on Iran, leaked from the Pentagon. Asadi, unable to uncover the operatives' real identities, targets Oliver and then focuses on Tom. Roman updates the CIA on Tom and M.O.'s situation in Herat, a complex environment with Afghans, Iranians, Pakistanis, Indians, Taliban, Al-Qaeda, and Chinese. Despite his personal mission to locate Fatima, Roman pledges to assist Mohammed in exchange for translating for Tom. However, while in hiding in Herat, Tom receives a call from CIA Chief Roman, who discloses that his identity and face have been exposed in the media, marking him as a target for the Iranian government, which had already taken Oliver's life. This revelation prompts the suspension of the operation in Afghanistan, shifting Tom's focus to ensuring his own survival. Caught off guard by the unfolding events, M.O., who had believed his role was solely as a translator for Tom, is swiftly drawn into the dangerous situation, compelled to flee alongside him. In a race against time, Tom and M.O. are given a strict 30-hour deadline to reach Kandahar. A dangerous situation emerged as Iranian forces under Asadi, Pakistani ISI, led by Nasir, and different Taliban factions all sought to capture Tom. Kahil Nasir holds significant influence in the region due to his ties with the Taliban, leveraging their support in his endeavors. Following directives from the ISI leader, Kahil sets off on a motorcycle to track track down Tom. Meanwhile, Tom and Mo venture into the marketplace and come across an unattended vehicle. Seizing the opportunity, they take the car and commence their journey, only to halt later due to congested traffic. The Iranian authorities observe their vehicle switch and start tailing them. Mo suggests that the highway is the sole route to Kandahar. In a moment of misfortune, Tom accidentally collides with the car ahead, leading to a confrontation with its driver. Upon spotting Nasir on a motorcycle, Asadi orders his men to apprehend him. Farzad and his group approach Tom's car, prompting Tom to drive in the opposite direction to avoid them. Farzad and his men pursue, firing bullets at the car. Despite the chaos of explosions, gunfire, and ongoing assaults, Tom and Mo manage to skillfully navigate their way out of Herat. Unexpectedly, the car's tire burst, forcing them to halt in the midst of the desert. Tom assumes the role of security, while Mo begins changing the tire. Mo advises Tom to focus on the man on the bike. Feeling unwell, Mohammed Mo expresses reluctance to continue the mission and begins gathering his belongings from the car. However, Tom intervenes, explaining that he was actually searching for his wife's sister. Despite this, Tom spots a young boy armed with a gun hiding behind some rocks. In a split-second decision, Tom takes action, firing at the boy until Mo halts him. Startled, the boy discards a remote device and flees. Confused and seeking answers, Mohammed Mo questions Tom about the situation, unaware of the reasons behind the individuals pursuing them. Tom discloses the truth, revealing that he was responsible for detonating the nuclear facility in Iran, which has led to their current predicament. Tom persuades Mo that they must collaborate to find a solution, since no help is forthcoming. Tom retrieves the remote discarded by the boy, triggering an explosion when activated nearby. After Mo repairs the tire, they resume their journey. Meanwhile, a detonation occurs in the city, resulting in numerous casualties and injuries. Nasir skillfully evades the Iranian pursuers and tracks the trail left by Tom and Mo. Tom encounters a boy he previously confronted. During their conversation, he discusses Islam and the Quran with him. The boy is working to protect the area they're in. He provides Tom with details about a person named Tom. As Tom and Mo are just 20 miles away from their destination, Mo mentions that he thinks there's a tire issue due to a strange noise. However, Tom reassures him that the sound is not related to the tire. Suddenly, Tom opens his door and notices a helicopter flying overhead. In a deserted area of Afghanistan, they find themselves facing a helicopter belonging to Asadi in the middle of the night. In an unexpected turn of events, Tom manages to disable the helicopter entirely, taking out everyone on board, including Asadi himself. After this, they seek refuge in a nearby cave. There, Mo shares that he was born and raised in Afghanistan, but later moved to Baltimore. He was returned to Afghanistan specifically to search for his wife's sister, Fatima, who went missing after she started teaching at a school. Mo bore lasting pain from his son's death in Afghanistan at the hands of a Tajik warlord, Ismail. Despite their fears, Mo continued to motivate Tom. The following morning, Tom took Muhammad to meet Ismail, a Tajik warlord who appeared willing to help them escape to Kandahar. Unbeknownst to Tom, Ismail was responsible for the death of Muhammad's older son. When Muhammad discovered this, he felt a deep sense of betrayal. However, he ultimately forgave Tom, understanding that Tom was unaware of Ismail's past actions and had only been focused on ensuring their safety. Unfortunately, Ismail ended up being an unreliable ally for Tom, complicating their escape plans further. Soon after Tom left, Ismail disclosed their location to the Taliban, who ambushed and captured Tom and Muhammad. The CIA lost contact with Tom and couldn't reach Roman. Unbeknownst to the CIA, Roman had intentionally cut off communication because he had enlisted with the Afghan Special Forces. Disguised as an ISI attack, Roman orchestrated a strike on the Taliban stronghold, where Tom and Muhammad were being held captive. In the midst of the chaotic gunfire, Roman successfully rescued the two prisoners. Shortly after, Kahil Nasir arrived at the scene, quickly realizing that the assault was not the work of the ISI. Determined to apprehend Roman and their rescued captives, Tom and Muhammad, Nasir decided to pursue Roman's van. As they journeyed on, a confrontation ensued between Roman and Nasir, resulting in Roman getting wounded. Realizing the gravity of the situation and the need for Tom and Muhammad to flee, Roman heroically sacrificed his own life. Despite the sorrow over Rahman's demise, Tom and Mohammed found themselves unable to grieve as Nasir relentlessly pursued them, backed by his Taliban comrades. Nasir surrounded Tom from the south and the east. A face-off between Nasir and Tom unfolded, culminating in Nasir being shot during the heated altercation. Despite being encircled by adversaries, Tom and Mohammed resigned themselves to their destiny, embracing each other and exchanging their last farewells. It was precisely at this pivotal juncture that the top officials at the CIA took decisive action. Going beyond their usual jurisdiction, they crafted a strategy to target and obliterate the Taliban vehicles in order to rescue Tom and Mohammed. The resultant massive blast led to the demise of the Taliban combatants, instilling a newfound sense of hope in Tom and Mohammed for their survival. Eventually reaching Kandahar, they found solace in their presence of the British forces awaiting their arrival. As they boarded the plane bound for safety, Tom's thoughts weighed heavily on the losses he had endured throughout their harrowing journey. Oliver and Rahman's faces lingered in Tom and Mohammed's thoughts, but they understood they needed to move forward and head home. Tom vowed to Mohammed they would go back to Afghanistan to locate Fatima. They safely returned to the United States. Tom was relieved to be back in time for his daughter's graduation. Mohammed found comfort in reuniting with his wife and son, who were thrilled to see him safe. Asadi passed away as a martyr, and the Iranian leader informed his widow, Luna Kujai, after her release by the Iranian authorities unharmed, faced no further threats. The Iranian leader contacted the Pakistani ISI head, indicating the geopolitical tensions and conflicting goals between their nations. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching.